Your life is not shaped by one big moment. It is shaped by what you do every single day when nobody is watching. The truth is simple but powerful. Your habits are either building your future or destroying it slowly. There is no in between. Most people fail not because they are incapable, but because they are inconsistent. They start strong, feel motivated for a few days, and then fall back into comfort. But success doesn't belong to the motivated. It belongs to the disciplined. If you want to change your life, you don't need a new personality. You need new daily habits. The first habit is waking up early with intention. Not just waking up early, but waking up with a purpose. The first hour of your day decides the direction of your mind. If you start your day in chaos, your whole day becomes chaotic. But if you start with focus, everything aligns. The second habit is planning your day before it begins. A person without a plan is controlled by distractions. When you write down your tasks, you take control of your time instead of letting the world decide it for you. The third habit is moving your body every single day. Exercise is not just about fitness, it is about discipline. Every time you push your body, you train your mind to stop quitting. That strength carries into your work, your goals, and your decisions. The fourth habit is reading or learning daily. Even 20 minutes a day can completely transform your thinking over time. Your mind expands when you feed it knowledge, and a strong mind creates a strong life. The fifth habit is limiting distractions. Your phone, social media, and unnecessary noise are stealing your focus. Every minute you spend distracted is a minute stolen from your future. Discipline begins when you learn to say no to what does not serve you. The sixth habit is doing the hardest task first. Most people delay important work because it feels uncomfortable. But when you face the hardest task early, you build momentum that carries you through the rest of the day. The seventh habit is keeping your environment clean and organized. Your surroundings influence your mindset. A messy space creates a messy mind. A disciplined space creates disciplined thinking. The eighth habit is practicing gratitude. No matter how difficult life feels, there is always something to be grateful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is already enough, and that shift changes everything. The ninth habit is staying consistent even when you don't feel like it. Feelings are temporary. Motivation fades. But discipline stays. The real winners are not the ones who feel ready. They are the ones who show up anyway. And the 10th habit is reflecting every night. Before you sleep, ask yourself, did I grow today? Did I move closer to my goals? Reflection turns your experiences into lessons, and lessons turn into growth. If you practice these 10 habits daily, your life will not remain the same. You will become more focused, more confident, and more powerful in your actions. Not because life became easier, but because you became stronger. Remember this, success is not built in a day, but it is built every day. And every small habit you repeat is shaping the person you are becoming. So don't wait for motivation. Build discipline. Stay consistent. And let your daily actions prove that you are serious about your future. The first habit that can completely transform your life is waking up early with intention, but more importantly, waking up with control over your mind. Most people think success starts in the office, in the classroom, or in business meetings, but the truth is that success is decided in the quiet moments of the morning when no one is watching. When you wake up late, rushed, and already stressed, you begin your day in reaction mode. You are immediately behind, trying to catch up with time instead of leading it. That feeling of being behind stays with you the entire day and slowly becomes your normal mindset. But when you wake up early with purpose, something powerful shifts inside you. The world is still quiet, distractions are minimal, and your mind is fresh. In that space, you have the opportunity to take control before the noise of life takes control of you. This is where discipline is built, not in big moments, but in small decisions like getting out of bed when it is uncomfortable, when your bed feels warm, when your mind is telling you to sleep a little more. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you are training your identity. Waking up early is not about copying successful people. It is about creating mental space for yourself. That extra time in the morning allows you to think clearly, plan your goals, and prepare yourself mentally for challenges. Even 30 minutes of peaceful focus in the morning can change your entire emotional state. You stop rushing, you stop reacting, and you start leading your day with intention. It is also in these early hours that you can build habits that shape your future. Reading, exercising, journaling, or simply sitting in silence and organizing your thoughts. These actions may look small, but they build inner strength. Over time, your mind starts recognizing that you are someone who shows up for yourself. That belief is powerful because once your mind trusts you, discipline becomes easier. Most people fail in life not because they lack ability, but because they lack control over their mornings. They let the alarm decide their discipline. They let comfort decide their future, and they let delay become their identity. But you have the power to change that starting tomorrow. The moment you decide to wake up early with intention, you take the first real step toward becoming the version of yourself you always wanted to be. The second habit that can completely transform your life is planning your day before it begins. Most people wake up and immediately get pulled into distractions, messages, social media, random conversations, and unnecessary tasks that were never part of their real goals. When you don't have a clear plan, your attention becomes scattered, and when your attention is scattered, your energy is wasted. You may feel busy all day, but at the end of it, you realize you achieved very little. That is the difference between activity and productivity. Planning your day is not about creating a strict, overwhelming schedule. It is about giving direction to your time. When you write down what truly matters for the day, you stop living reactively and start living intentionally. Instead of asking, "What should I do now?" you already know your priorities. This removes confusion and saves mental energy that would otherwise be wasted on decision fatigue. When you plan your day, you also gain control over your focus. Your mind becomes less likely to drift because it has a clear target. Without planning, every notification becomes important, every distraction feels urgent, and every interruption pulls you away from meaningful work. But with a plan, you create boundaries. You start recognizing what deserves your attention and what doesn't. Another powerful benefit of planning your day is that it builds discipline over time. Every time you complete a task you wrote down, you send a message to your brain that you are someone who follows through. This strengthens your self-trust, and self-trust is the foundation of consistency. When you trust yourself, you stop procrastinating because you know you will do what you said you would do. Planning also reduces stress. Many people feel overwhelmed not because they have too much to do, but because they don't know where to start. A simple plan breaks big chaos into small, manageable steps. Instead of feeling lost, you feel organized. Instead of feeling pressure, you feel clarity. Even successful people don't rely on memory or motivation. They rely on structure. They know exactly what matters each day, and they protect their time fiercely. You don't need a perfect system. You just need consistency. Even writing 3 important tasks every morning or the night before can completely shift your productivity. If you master this habit, your days will stop feeling random. You will no longer end the day wondering where your time went. Instead, you will end it knowing exactly what you built, what you improved, and how you moved forward. That is how real progress begins, one planned day at a time. The third habit that can completely change your life is moving your body every single day. Many people underestimate the connection between physical movement and mental strength, but the truth is that your body and mind are deeply connected. When your body is inactive, your energy becomes low, your focus weakens, and your motivation disappears faster. But when you move your body consistently, even in small ways, you activate discipline, energy, and confidence that carry into every other area of your life. Exercise is not just about building muscles or losing weight. It is about building identity. Every time you choose to move your body instead of staying comfortable, you are proving to yourself that you are capable of discipline. That small decision becomes a mental signal. I do what is necessary even when I don't feel like it. Over time, this mindset spreads into your studies, your work, and your personal goals. One of the most powerful effects of daily movement is increased mental clarity. When you exercise, your brain releases chemicals that improve mood, reduce stress, and sharpen focus. That is why many people feel more productive after even a short walk or light workout. You are not just training your body, you are resetting your mind. You are clearing emotional clutter and replacing it with focus and stability. Another important benefit is emotional control. Life is full of stress, pressure, and unexpected problems. When you have a habit of physical movement, you develop a natural outlet for that stress. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you release it through action. This prevents emotions from building up and affecting your decisions negatively. A disciplined body creates a calmer mind. Consistency is more important than intensity. You don't need extreme workouts or perfect routines. Even 20 to 30 minutes of daily movement can create powerful long-term changes. It can be walking, stretching, jogging, home exercises, or any activity that keeps your body active. What matters is repetition. Repetition builds identity, and identity builds results. Most people wait for motivation to exercise, but motivation is unreliable. Discipline is what matters. On the days you feel tired, lazy, or unmotivated, those are the days that shape your character the most. Because when you still choose to move, you break the cycle of excuses. You prove that your goals are stronger than your comfort. Over time, this habit changes how you see yourself. You stop identifying as someone who struggles with energy or discipline. Instead, you start seeing yourself as someone who shows up, someone who takes care of their body, someone who keeps promises to themselves. And once that identity is formed, everything else in life becomes easier to manage. The fourth habit that can transform your life is learning something new every single day. In a world that is constantly changing, the people who grow are the ones who keep learning. If you stop learning, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, life begins to feel stuck and repetitive. Many people feel like they are not improving in life, not because opportunities are missing, but because their mindset and knowledge are not expanding. Daily learning is what separates those who stay average from those who rise beyond their limits. Learning does not always mean studying for hours or reading complex books. It can be simple and consistent. It can be reading a few pages, watching an educational video, listening to a podcast, or even learning from real-life experiences. What matters is not the size of the input, but the consistency of it. Even 20 minutes a day of focused learning can completely change your thinking over time. Small inputs compound into powerful knowledge. When you learn daily, your thinking becomes sharper. You start seeing problems differently. Instead of feeling stuck when challenges come, you begin to look for solutions. This shift in mindset is extremely powerful because success is not just about hard work. It is about how you think while working. Better thinking leads to better decisions, and better decisions lead to better results. Another important benefit of daily learning is confidence. When you know more, you naturally feel more confident in conversations, in work, and in life decisions. You stop doubting yourself as much because your mind is filled with knowledge and understanding. This confidence is not loud or forced. It is quiet and strong. It comes from knowing that you are improving yourself every day. Daily learning also protects you from stagnation. Many people feel like they are repeating the same year of their life over and over again. This happens when there is no new input, no new perspective, and no growth in thinking. But when you learn daily, every day becomes slightly different. You evolve slowly but consistently. Over time, you become a completely different person from who you were a year ago. The key is consistency, not perfection. You don't need to learn everything at once. You just need to stay committed to growing a little every day. Whether it is improving your skills, understanding life better, or gaining knowledge in your field, every small effort adds up. The mind is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. If you build this habit, you will never feel stuck in life again. You will always feel like you are moving forward, even during slow progress. And that feeling of progress is what keeps motivation alive and long-term success possible. The fifth habit that can completely change your life is limiting distractions and protecting your focus like it is your most valuable asset, because in reality, it is. In today's world, distraction is everywhere. Your phone, social media, notifications, random conversations, endless scrolling, and constant entertainment are designed to pull your attention away from what truly matters. Most people don't realize it, but their biggest enemy is not lack of talent or opportunity. It is lack of focus. When your attention is divided, your results are divided. And when your attention is controlled by outside forces, your life slowly stops moving in the direction you actually want. Every time you check your phone without purpose, every time you scroll for just a few minutes, you are giving away pieces of your future. These small moments seem harmless, but they add up. Hours turn into days. Days turn into weeks, and weeks turn into years. At the end, people wonder why they did not achieve their goals, not realizing that their time was silently stolen by distractions they never controlled. Limiting distractions does not mean you have to remove technology or live in isolation. It means you must become intentional with your attention. You decide when to use your phone, not your phone deciding when to use you. You decide what deserves your focus, not the world around you. This shift may sound small, but it is one of the most powerful transformations a person can make. When you protect your focus, your productivity increases naturally. You finish tasks faster, you think more clearly, and you make fewer mistakes. Your mind becomes calm instead of constantly scattered. You stop feeling overwhelmed because your energy is no longer leaking into unnecessary things. Instead, it is directed toward meaningful work, personal growth, and long-term goals. Discipline begins when you learn to say no to distractions, to instant gratification, and to things that feel good in the moment but add no value to your future. Every time you resist distraction, you strengthen your self-control, and self-control is what builds a successful life. It is not about doing everything perfectly. It is about not allowing everything to control you. Over time, this habit changes your entire identity. You stop being someone who reacts to notifications and start becoming someone who controls their environment. You become focused, grounded, and intentional. People around you may not understand it at first, but they will notice the difference in your results and your mindset. If